Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Today we'll be unboxing Eclipse Second Dawn for the Galaxy, designed by Toko Tayo Coelho. Now this is the Kickstarter version with the all-in pledge, so expect quite a lot in these boxes. I love the cover art. It's simple, but it gives you a strong idea of what to expect in the game. It's definitely sci-fi theme, and it definitely gives you the Euro feel as well. This is definitely a game where you expect there to be a lot of rules, but this rulebook's pretty well laid out. Good balance between graphics and text. Got some good examples here, as well as it's broken down by the phases of the game, which is a very useful thing. That looks like it for the rules. These are breakdowns of the individual races and or factions. You know you're getting a lot in the box when they have to give you a diagram of how to put it away. But there's been many games where I found that was needed and wasn't there, so I'm glad to have it. Looks like these trays are designed to pull and set by the board for easy access to resources. I'm guessing these are enemies. Certainly gives you enough dice, so I don't believe we'll have to be passing dice throughout the game. That's nice. Looks like we got a halo ring, a monolith, and some other vaguely familiar ship designs. The cubes look pretty standard. The dice look a little on the cheap end, but there's plenty of them and they aren't in set, so the numbers shouldn't come off. We got two sets of trays so we don't have to reach across the board. I personally like bag-based randomizers like this. The top is a little tight on the black one, so I'm worried it might be a little hard to reach in to grab things. Looks like we got 4 classes of ships. They're vaguely insectoid, so maybe we got an insect race. Class is fairly distinct. It's easy to tell which ship is which. We got some sort of marker here, probably for scoring. Then we got your standard cubes and trackers. And that's one set of player pieces. Let's check out the next color and see if each set is different. Okay, I don't particularly like the boxy design for the large ships. The smaller ships are interesting. Almost look plant-like, so maybe that's the plant race? No offense to anybody who likes to play white, but being the blandest color, I bet these are humans. Okay, I'm not a particular fan of these ship designs. Pretty boxy. Feels a bit robotic, mechanical. Once again, the smallest, which I'm guessing is a fighter class, seems to be the nicest design. Okay, so we have something that looks roughly like a board cube, and another piece that looks like a Vogon cruiser. I get the feel of a deeply practical race. I spoke too soon. This is definitely the plant race. Got that bulbous, planty feel to it. Oddly, it vaguely reminds me of Firefly. Overall, the minis don't seem too detailed. The quality isn't extremely high, but given the sheer number of them, I can understand the need to keep this cost-effective. If this had CMON quality minis, it's already expensive, but it would be phenomenally expensive, and I certainly would not back it at that price. Well, we got one piece that's an exception. This is a really nice looking piece. Kind of looks like the Death Star came to life and trying to eat you. Is that it? I think there might be something under this tray. Oh yes, map tiles. Can't go into space without base tile. Another punch boards here. It looks like we have some sort of player board. So got a punch within a punch, little slots on the player board that I'm guessing your little 40-point tracker piece gets slotted in here. Looks like there's a punch set for each player, but let's jump ahead to the planets and space. Double-sided tile, so I'm guessing there's an exploration element where you discover new planets or space phenomena. Do. These tiles are practically falling out of this punch board. They all come out very cleanly. They're nice and thick. Quality here is good. Looks like we got some paper versions of the player tracker board. I guess this is for those that didn't get the deluxe version. And you got some faction sheets, so it looks like you're double-sided. Give you an option between playing alien race or some dusty old humans. That's box number 1. Got another box that came with this though. So it looks like expansion content in this box. Select events. Nice short rule book for expansion. Seems to add a significant number of new tiles. Okay, so we got minor species. Another very small expansion. Looks very modular. It's like a bunch of little tiny expansions. You can add this one, take this one out, kind of make the game what you want. And I like that kind of expansions. Okay, so this looks like a bag of alternate sculpts for the various ships. Wait a second. That seems a little odd. Each color is the same. I don't quite understand that. Why would you want a set of identical ships when you have already sculpts of unique ships per color? I'm guessing it's for if you want to play the humans, but that just seems like an unnecessarily added expense. So some score sheets and what looks like one of the most in-depth player aids I've seen. So it looks like these are extras for Worlds of R. Based on the title and this punch board, I'm guessing when you're playing as humans, you're exploring the galaxy, potentially finding alien races as NPCs throughout the game. It's a nice art. Signed. Well, a print of the signed copy, I think. And this is... Ooh. Okay, so this is art and all sorts of background content. You know, it's all flavor text. It's a nice little adding to the universe, but it's not like a mandatory read in order to play the game, of course. But you know, it's always nice to look at occasionally. Okay, we got some extra dice, which are always useful. And another little expansion, Rift Cannon. Assume this is for those type of people that like a little more violence in their Euro games. So that's all the components for Eclipse Second Dawn. Before we go, we should look at the back of this Eclipse extra box. The art overall in this game is phenomenal. Huge improvement over the original game. There's also no shortage of components, so I'm gonna have to speed through the putting this away, otherwise you're gonna be watching me put this away for a while. Obviously the components as is don't really fit in the box, but you know, of course, normally you'd be punching out all these pieces and getting rid of the punch boards. Well, thank you for watching. Please join us again for more unboxings, reviews, previews, and playthroughs.